US Secretary of Defense MC Namara said that American electronic fence line, it's something that no mouse can get through, but I don't understand why. The convoys of the Vietnamese army, it's carrying thousands of tons of cargo, still walking normally, to support the southern battlefield, that no one can stop. Electronic fence mascara. It's designed by 47 of America's greatest minds, at a cost of $2 billion at the time. That's why. It's a weapon that makes America extremely confident to cut off the supply line from the north into South Vietnam. The most popular equipment. It was the most talked about at the time. Let's talk about tropical trees. And it's called ground reconnaissance. This is a kind of device. It was dropped by the United States to get a signal from the ground, thanks to Beard's around. All the laughter said, or go back and create content to the ground. It's all recorded and sent back to headquarters. Immediately after a minute, planes will be sent to attack. And it hit the carpet, so almost no AI can escape. And that's why all the trucks, Institute for the Southern Battlefield, have to shut down and get stuck. The question now is, how do we solve this problem? By the brains of 47 of America's greatest geniuses. If you walk or drive, it will be exposed. Can't hide it anywhere. Not to mention, I have to ship Theo. But in the end, Vietnamese soldiers also found out Trin's weakness, close to the ground by sending out a search party. Before each shipment, tied his Beards together. Then immediately, by the 47 best brains in America, is disabled. And it's even a counterattack weapon. The opposite. What passes the army of engineers are trying to open. We'll put tropical trees up there and create fake signals for the American bombs to plow after the US plow for us. Then just take the bulldozer and level it before the big battles. I want to spend the enemy's energy. Then take the tropical tree, drop into a pre-selected location. Then the car pulls a large amount of iron and steel through it, where there is no steel, carried by empty container. All the VA buckets banging against each other really big. Make America think. There's a lot of Vietnamese troops out there, and get the plane out there to drop the bombs. But suffering is one thing. When the bombs are gone, the command received the information. There's another convoy that's growing, running through the old location. So many times they have to ask questions. That's not a real support convoy. And what are the tricks that the Vietnamese have created? For those 47 genius brains, bombing a lot. But the more you throw, the more confused you feel. When you don't understand how to bomb, get anything or not, or just expensive. American pilots are extremely upset with information coming from the ground. Because it's mostly misinformation. Even American soldiers would say to each other, looks like Vietnam. They can intervene into the control system at their headquarters. And so, it's the product of the most genius brains. America had to turn to scrap metal, but it doesn't stop there. Determined to stop it. Support routes from the north to the south. Vietnam Army. The US also uses planes. It's called the Ghost. At the top of Trong Son, it's got night vision. Amplifies static image light up to 40,000 times to be able to observe targets at night. And it also has a very powerful sensor. Detect the electrical pulse when the car's gasoline engine is working. All the data above, it's going to be put into a computer on the plane. That computer will do the synthesis. and calculate a path to the target. The rest of the mission. It's the guns and the cannons, mounted on the left side of the plane, with meticulous calculation, ability to detect precise vehicle position. Every millimeter, Ghost AC-30. It's destroyed a lot of our cars. He knows that his shooting ability is extremely accurate. The suffering one, Trong Sun Street, was very small. Just gave a car away. If it breaks a car's tires, all 100 cars in the back have to stop because of traffic. But when it stops like that, the plane in the sky drops a bomb. I can't run anywhere. Damage to people and property for the military. Vietnam is a lot. Set the task. Now is how. To provide support for the southern battlefield. If this situation continues, it's impossible to get anything in there. Because the cars are related, a broken car will lead to the following cars as broken. Immediately, the Vietnamese army invented the how to dig fishbone along the main roads. Any car, if you get hit by a plane, then immediately put the car in that fishbone. Let the cars in the back do that. American POWs release them. That's the way that we deal with America's most advanced equipment. But all those ways, it's just temporary and short-term fixes. Because with such modern technology, aimed to the southern battlefield, it's impossible to meet the requirements. So the Vietnamese army, how did it work? To take down the state-of-the-art electronics of the day, of America. And remember, subscribe to the Ring channel to receive notifications when there is a new video. Yes, boss. And now, goodbye and see you again. Yes, and the History Talk Show. Please allow me to pause here today. Thank you for your interest in following all of you.